All right. We'll do it live.
Do it live.
All right. It is Thursday, December 7th. It's our Thursday stream. We never know what we're going to do on Thursday. It's always going to be kind of fun because it's going to be different every time. But I thought today I would be doing some work on my Noob versus Pro account. Now, things are moving along. I've gotten some new 6 stars. So I got 2 new 6 stars. They're not fully built yet. I've got an Artak here, and I've got a Burangiri. My goal today is to push everything. I'm pushing everything, son. I am pushing all of the dungeons. I'm pushing Doom Tower. I'm pushing Doom Tower bosses. I'm going to check out wherever Artak can help me. I'm going to see what that is. And then we're going to actually throw Burangiri up against Bommal. Maybe we'll throw Artak and Burangiri up against Bommal and see if we can crack through the second Bommal. I guess he's floor 50, right? So I haven't been able to crack through Bommal yet, but I've got my Burangiri up to 6 stars. He's not leveled yet. He's still working on his masteries. So we'll have to get that all sorted. But we shall see. So that's what we're doing today.
Your Noob versus Pro account?
That's on my Noob versus Pro account.
6-star Burangiri.
I'm actually going to play it. I'm actually going to play this account for real, as opposed to just...
Wow, really? You sure?
As opposed to actually just grinding stuff. Now, I do need to get some of these things here. I still need to get some of my advanced quests, but let's see. Yeah, I thought I used up all of my... I used up all of my books, but then I guess I got one from Clan Boss or something. So let's throw this on Burangiri. This would probably be I need this A2, not for Bommal. Like, I think he's going to be fine for Bommal without books. But we need to we need to use him in many places. Yeah, we need to use him in many places. And then I've got all my Artak scrolls, so we're going to do the masteries. We're going to finish building him out, get some accessories on him, and then we're going to throw him against the world. We're going to throw him into every single thing we can throw him into. So we're going to see what happens there. And I'm starting to get some interesting ideas about team comps on this account now. Because it's now that I'm starting to round it out with a few more champions, I feel like, okay, I've got some creative possibilities here. Now you have a lot more 60s. And I was watching you stream in the Discord last night, and I was like, man, he's got all these choices. How many 60s do you have now?
Oof. $15?
Yeah, I've got 10. So I've got several that I need to get moving on. I think my next ones are going to be... So I'm thinking about Rock of Viletide, Creela Witch Arm, Apothecary, Wukong, Doom Priest, and then... Where is she? She must be in the vault. And then Rector Drath. And I'm also thinking about Skull Crusher. So those are the champions. Like, I got a lot I got to get moving on. And I don't have books for all of these champions, but it almost doesn't matter for some of them. It's like you just need to get them up to 60 first, and you can slowly book them as you get those books. Especially the epics. It's like you're going to get more epic books. You know, you're going to get more epic tomes. So get them built, get them out there, getting you value. That'll help you get more epic tomes faster. You know, I'm a little bit more worried about my legendaries because while I've got Artak fully booked, you know, that used up most of my books. And so now I'm left with just a few, and I've got to decide between Sun Wukong, Raka, and Creela Witch Arm. I'm leaning towards Raka or Sun Wukong, but probably Raka. I'm not 100% sure. It really depends. We will have to see. All right, let's jump into chat and see who's here. Jacob B, good afternoon. Mayhem Monkey, hello. Burso, how's it going? Alex, Shooter 90, Pavel, Mario, Ruthless. Good to see you, Ruthless. How's that account doing for you, buddy? We got Demugglify Me, Suzanne Johansson, good evening. Charles, I don't know how to say your last name, Charles. Nakambule? I don't I apologize. Charles, hello guys, what's happening? Welcome. Lavish Gore, hi and evening all. Tributor is in the house. He's talking to Shooter. He's talking to Shooter. That's not a surprise. People like talking to Shooter. Shooter knows his stuff. Dave Strode, how you doing? Bryce, cooking. It's good to see you cooking. Daniel, keeping fish, evening. Kakitaki, is that how you would say that? Is Mordecai good in Dark Fae? It's a good question. I think he is. I think he can be. It really depends on the team you put around him. But he's got a turn meter decrease, and that's always good. He's also squishy, so when you go up against the copy of Mordecai, you should be able to wipe him off the board. He's got an increased attack. I don't think the HP burn's particularly useful, but the rest of his kit's not bad. So yeah, you could probably use him. Yeah, I figured that was the case, Charles. And you know, I always try to like to give people their full name, but sometimes I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to be insulting. So fun and party. Good to see you, John Hodgson. That's your job to be insulting.
RNGesus gets away with it.
Ruthless, it's going great, man. I've been farming some spider today. That's excellent. Hectic, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Executive support and logistics. What's up, guys in chat? That's a heck of a name, executive. Hoax in the house. All right. Daniel's got his violin. That's great. Santa's going to give it to you. That's fantastic, Daniel. That's absolutely great. Daniel and I were talking in the comments, and he decided that what he was going to do with his No Dime December money was buy a musical instrument and spend more time doing something more personally edifying than playing all that raid. So he's going to scale back on raid a little bit and pick up a musical instrument. He chose the violin, which I got to say, Daniel, you're shooting for the stars. That's awesome. Violin is a fantastic instrument.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Great Dane, good to see you. Premier Craft, Ian, evening. So yeah, a couple of things. If you notice, we've got some people with some new badges out here. Anybody with a badge, go ahead and throw out some of your emotes. Just have some fun with them. Show them off. We just activated memberships on the channel. Let me see if I can actually find them here. Just on Tuesday, we did it, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. It was only a couple of days ago. Mm-hmm. So literally, we just did it. We're spreading the word. Bear with me. Sorry if I'm self-promoting. Am I allowed to self-promote on my own channel?
I think so. I think that's allowable.
That's allowed? That's good. All right. So yeah, so here, if you're interested, you can go to the main page of my channel. You'll see this new join button. Click on the join button. We've got YouTube memberships now. 4 different tiers. The first one is Barbarian. We got a Barbarian horde growing. We love that. That's so much fun. So for $1.99 a month, you get the badges and the emojis, and then you get priority reply to comments, which just means when you comment on my videos, I'll make sure to check your comments first and get back to them, hopefully in the first 24 hours every time. So yeah, so that's just a little bit of a perk for you. And then if you go up to the $4.99 a month, that's the Shadowkin tier. And this is where you get all of the other perks. Basically, this is member shoutouts, access to members only Discord area, which is actually something which is ongoing. We're building it. So there we go. Daniel Keep Big Fish became a member. That's awesome. We've also finally got the audio and all the stuff worked out. So now I know when those banners go off. We finally figured out what was the issue. So Daniel Keeping Fish, welcome to Barbarians. That's fantastic. Yeah, and so at Shadowkin, you get an epic Discord rank. We do have a monthly member live stream. So we're working on that. We're probably going to get the first one out in about a week or so. So probably not this Saturday, but maybe next Saturday, depends. We got to figure out holiday stuff. But so the monthly member live stream, which is going to be, we're still working on the format, but it's going to be cool. It's just going to be available for members. And then also priority video suggestions, which I think is one of the coolest perks we thought of. This is actually really cool. So at least once a month, maybe twice a month, we're going to open up a chat area in the member area where you can make suggestions on videos. Now it uses a bot, and Sun was the mastermind behind this. So he figured all this out. But basically, you're going to put a suggestion, the bot's going to count the suggestion, and then show everybody all of the suggestions that have been made. So you can add a new suggestion, or you can vote on any of the suggestions that are up there. we'll have that up there for several days, maybe a week. And at the end of the week, we'll take like the top 3 or 5 suggestions out of that box. We'll have everybody vote again. And then I will do that video, hopefully within like 48 hours. So you can literally demand a video from me, be like, Colred, you haven't done a video on Iron Twins. You have to do one. And then I have to do one. So priority video suggestions for anybody from Shadowkin up. Bannerlord is sort of an additional support tier. Same with Sacred Order. So what we wanted to make sure is that everybody got, ooh, there we go. Shack Daddy, thank you. Oh, Snack Daddy, sorry. Sorry about that. For some reason, I was like, Shack Daddy, all right. Snack Daddy, thank you very much. Welcome to the Barbarians. But yeah, so for Bannerlord and Sacred Order, it's just a way to support the channel and keep the content coming. And you do get an additional Discord rank. For Bannerlords, it's a legendary Discord rank. And for Sacred Order, it is a mythic Discord rank. And then your primary perk is just the utmost appreciation of Sun and myself to keep this channel going and hopefully keep it growing. So yeah, everybody is welcome to check it out. Like always, everybody is always welcome. But this is a way that you can support the channel and maybe get some cool perks for yourself if you are interested, like Shack Daddy, like Snack Daddy, and Daniel Keeping Fish. All right. So thanks so much for all the support. We really appreciate it. It's been fun. And if you get the emotes, if you actually, sign up and get the emotes, just spam the emotes all the time. So just really quickly walking through the emotes, this little one here, I don't know, it's pretty small, but this one of me with the glasses, that's the Morpheus one. We're calling that Truth. So anytime somebody says something they feel is just really intelligent or smart or insightful, that's what we're looking for. And then we've got Sun's little boxing stance. That's the noob. So if anybody's being a noob, or if you're just Team Sun and you'd like to give Sun some love in the stream, you can go ahead and spam that. The little kickboxer me with the bald head, that's the pro. So again, this is support for Colred if you want to support me, or if you just think that, I don't know, there's a pro tip or something. And then we've got our soapbox. So when I get going on my rants and I start talking about No Dime December or what's wrong with people, what's wrong with the world today, you can go ahead and throw some soap at me and maybe it'll get me back on track. But yeah, so enjoy the emotes, and we're going to be working on some more because we actually have unlocked a couple of new emoji slots. And so we going for that. We'll try to do that soon. All right. So that's the update there. And then as you can see, we do have the actual alerts are now working so that I can hear them and see them and call them out.
Yep. To add as a quick note there, we've also activated the text to speech, and because we now believe that it's 100% working, I've dropped it all the way down to anything over $1. You're gonna get into Colred's ear, maybe throw him off his game a little bit. So feel free to have fun with that. I'm not saying to use it for that purpose,
but you could. Like, I need throwing off my game. Like I'm ever on game. Why don't you give him a preview?
Oh, I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There you go. Oh, was that you?
That's the wrong one.
That was you.
Hold on. Let's see if it works.
Say something nice.
Do not fear a man that spams 1,000 memes. Instead, fear a man that spams a meme 1,000 times.
There we go. So we're learning slowly. We're adding little features, but we're definitely going to get, we're going to keep working on it. We're going to see what else we can do. If you have any fun suggestions about how to improve the stream, things that you've seen other streamers do that you enjoy, or things that you'd really like me to not do, or just ideas, that you have, go ahead and leave them in the Discord. You can DM me or Sun. You can also leave them in the member area of the Discord if you're a new member. That would be great. All right, so let's just get back to chat real quickly, and then we're going to get to some gameplay. Great Dane, what's up, guys? And chat from Denmark. Well, I know you're on, I don't know if you're on holiday or if you're on a business trip, but it's great to see you, Great Dane, as always. Roberto's in the house. Hello, Colred. I got a Helicath in Tormund Soul Rush, and it changed my account. Went from 3-key Ultra Nightmare to 2-key without speed tuning. Yes, that's how good he is. Right? You get that weaken, you get those counter attacks, you get the shield, you get the block damage buff. Like, even if it's untuned, it's going to extend your survivability and increase your damage. He's so good. He's so good. Lavish Scores says, remember to like the stream, guys. You know what? I'll do that too. I'm going to go ahead and like the stream. Thank you. Alex throwing some love Sun's way out there. Hectic Bushcraft, good to see you. I'm pretty sure that is exactly how it works. Okay, John Hodgson, rumor has it that Sun's free day off is on the 25th of this month. Can you confirm? We were just talking about that last night, and we think we figured out a plan, but we'll probably do some more talking tonight and figure that out. So we do want to get him a day off. He's been working really hard. Bryce, good to see you, Bryce. So glad I got my 2-man 20 teams working in Spider. I don't know what. What's up?
When you get a chance.
Yeah.
Go ahead and remember what we were looking at before. Set it to monitor only for me.
Okay.
Code when we tested that. So let me know when you set it to monitor only. We'll run another test and see if it fixed it.
Yeah, I got it to monitor only. So we were worried that the text to speech would be coming through 2 sources, and I think it was. We got a lot of Team Sun in the house. Great day in there from Team Cold Red. I like it. Snack Daddy says, better you than Polarium. Well, thank you, Snack Daddy. That's awesome. I hope I'm giving value to get value. That's the whole goal here. Tomas, good to see you. Hey, Cold Red, long time not coming here. Oh, yep, I heard it. Did you hear it?
Do not fear a man that spams 1,000 memes. Instead, fear a man that spams a meme 1,000 times.
Was that better? Son?
I gotta catch up to the stream to actually listen. Yeah, that seemed to fix it.
All right.
Sweet, look at that. Tech support. Live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Tomas says, hey, Culvert, long time not coming here. Just built a cool team with Kaya and Timit. Also, using Morrigan and Lord Shazar double turn meter boost into Timit into Shazar. Landed pretty cool. You'll have to talk to me about that maybe in Discord a little bit, because I'm having trouble kind of visualizing it a little bit. I don't use Morrigan or Shazar that much. I own them, but I don't use them that much, and I don't have Kaya at all. So, but it sounds fun, because I do think that duo of Kaya and Timit could be really great. I remember reviewing them and thinking how much stronger they would be together. So I'm glad that you got both, because that seems like it'd be fun. Daniel Keep Eating Fish has got a pro there. All right. Let's see. Johnny 5 just wanted to say, well done, bro. I love your channel. Well, thank you, Johnny. It's good to have you here. We've been working hard. I appreciate the support. It's really great. Are you and Son going to pull your ancient shards this weekend? That's a good question. We've talked about it, and we think we're not going to. We think that what we're going to do instead is hold off for the fusion. We're going to try to maybe make this fusion the first fusion that we can do on our new Versus Pro accounts. So we don't know if we're going to be able to get there, but if we pull this weekend, we know we won't be able to. And, we literally just pulled, 2 weeks ago, right? So 2.5 weeks ago. So it's like we have tons of champions to build currently on our accounts. So we don't really need to do it. And this way, if we hold off and then maybe we can't do the fusion, the next 2 times Ancient Shard event will be huge, and we'll do another bet. We'll do another gamble kind of format then. We'll do a little bit of a shard pull race. By the way, this time, Son is way ahead of me. He's got like 10 or 12 more shards than I have already. So, Daniel Keeping Fish from Scotland. Welcome. That's very cool. Ruthless says, I have 140 Ancient Shards saved. Haven't pulled in 2+ months, but I think I'll not pull tomorrow because I have some champs that want to work with it. Yeah, that's one of the things. When you pull new champions, sometimes you can get distracted from the old champions that you've been building up that can provide value. And one of the things that I see during my Takeover Tuesdays is that people like build a good champion halfway or 2/3 of the way, but they don't really complete the masteries. They don't really complete the full, they don't get everything going. And then I think in a lot of cases, that's what's preventing the progress from happening. Alex says talk to speech will be huge during takeovers for when we're all throwing suggestions out. That's cool. That's a good idea. I like that. Premier Craft says I am Team Colred. Okay. I appreciate that, son. I got another one. I sometimes feel like I'm outnumbered on my own channel. He's such a lovable scamp.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Great Dane says I just want one Lego pull on my free to play. Yeah, it would be nice to get that first one. Mayhem Monkey says this fusion will make for good content in Noob versus Pro. I hope so. I really hope we do have a chance to go after it. Why I try and click on Colred's red dots. I do that too. I will watch my own videos, and while I'm watching my videos, I'll try to click my own red dots. It's the weirdest thing. Dave Strode says I am Team Colred as well. Excellent. Excellent. We've got a few Team Colreds in here. All right. So yeah, welcome everybody. Thanks. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing today. The big thing that's going on right now is Artak. So I've got Artak up to 6 stars. You can see he's only level 39. I do have full masteries on this guy. Like I have all the scrolls. I haven't actually selected the masteries yet. And the truth is I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do the masteries. So I'm going to ask for suggestions. I have him on my main account and I built him out, but I built him differently. And I'm not sure exactly how I want to run him here right now. I think I'm probably going to go down the offense tree. I mean, I can always redo the masteries later. But I think I just want him hitting as hard as possible. You can see that he's fully booked, not quite fully built, right? We still have glyphs to go. He's running at 197. I want to try to get him up over 210. So I'm hoping to get him to 210 or 211 in terms of speed. Now I have one more shot at speed here on the weapon. You can see I didn't land in speed, but it's a pretty good weapon with double roll into HP percentage, and it's got accuracy. I didn't have a good stun set, and I didn't have a good regen set for him. So I've just put him in perception and in resilience. I have some more HP I can get from his gauntlets. So we are currently rocking, looks like 47,000. 47,000 HP. We're going to get more there. And we're going to see what we can do in terms of pushing his accuracy. I'd like to get his accuracy up to about 250 or higher. So I'm hoping to get an accuracy banner. If I could get up to 300, that would be awesome. And then I'm going to check. I don't even know if I can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There we go. So we're probably going to run this revenge amulet, which will be nice. And then we have to look for a banner. So I'm going to start there, I think. Let's just go ahead and start building. So I'm going to start by rolling this one and see. Right, I've got two potential rolls out of 3 that could be good here, but I'm hoping for speed. Of course not. I'm going to roll another one just in case. If it double rolls attack, then yep, of course. So let's roll this. Let's see if this one double rolls attack on me too. Nope, speed. That's good. One more. How about double speed? No, there we get the attack, but we're going to try one more. Anything but attack. Double speed. Very nice. All right, so that's an extra 50 accuracy. And of course, I can take this up if I need to. Let's try that on. All right, and then let's roll this up. Hopefully we'll land into accuracy here. I wouldn't mind defense either. Crit damage isn't really useful, of course. It always goes into the least useful stat first, but accuracy is good. Nice. Double roll into accuracy. Oops. Why did I do that? All right, so we're already close to 300 accuracy. When I level up that banner, that'll get me there. And now we're at the 210 speed that I was hoping for. So that's pretty awesome. Let's equip those pieces. Let's check out rings. Is there another ring that might be better? Let's see if this ring rolls into HP percentage. No, it's not a bad ring though. I mean, this could potentially roll into HP percentage, but it's still got 2 attack stats on it. I'm like, I don't really want to roll that and waste the silver and then still get a horrible piece. All right, let's push this piece to 16. I'd love accuracy here or HP percent. Well, I can't get HP percentage. I guess flat HP would be okay. Maybe resistance. Defense would be good. Take that up. Wasn't too bad. 830. Okay, flat HP. Nice. Oh, we could get some more speed here too. Let's take this piece up. Wasn't too bad either. 600k. Triple roll into HP, which is good for Artak. I'll take it. Let's get some more HP on the helmet here. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a lot of room for me to roll well here. I had speed, defense, and accuracy already with HP, so unfortunately didn't roll a great stat there. Now let's take them all up. We'll just go all the way up. Resistance. Okay. So now what are we at? 40, 55? We're at 55,000. So that's a nice little gain. Let's see what we roll here. Defense. Nice. What's our defense looking like? 17, not quite 1800. But remember, I'm only level 39, so he's going to get more there. Let's go ahead and glyph out a little bit. Let's throw HP percentage, 2%. All right, we're up to 212. I like it. I like it. I'm going to glyph this one out too, I think. Nice, 4 speed. 2%. Nice. Okay. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Now let's start thinking about masteries here. All right, so I've got the accuracy all lined up already. I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't think I'm going to do Evil Eye. I often do Evil Eye, but if I'm going to run him in Bommal, I don't want Evil Eye. And then the question becomes, is he better off with the counterattacks out of, say, Retribution here? I don't really know. What does chat think? I'm gonna do a quick poll. That doesn't mean I'm gonna listen to you, by the way, but I'm just gonna do a quick poll. I'm gonna do a quick poll. Let's do this. All right, really simple. What mastery tree should I use on my Artak, offense or defense? Ruthless says, I also kind of rebuilt my Artak yesterday, added 20 plus speed to him. And then Hinoki, welcome. Hi, I wonder if you check my account. I'm in a good point, but I think I can still get some advice on gearing. Well, what I would suggest there, Hinoki, is if you join the Discord community, we've got several areas in the Discord where you can ask specific roster advice. So if you want to ask about, arena or clan boss or your next 6-star, you can post pictures of your roster right there. And everybody will see them. The community's really good. We've got some really good players who will help give you advice. I pop in from time to time. If you want me to take a look, just, add my tag, go at Colred. And make sure that I see it, and I'll pipe in there. So I don't give full on coaching, just all the time, right? I can't do that, but I'm happy to comment. I do it often. I'm happy to look at your roster and give you a couple of suggestions. What is the minimum HP for my Vizix to be considered a tank? It really depends on where you are in the game and what you're taking on. But I would say, you definitely probably want to be over 50k, and you could go as high as like 80. Like somewhere between 50 and 80 is where you'd probably run her, most places. If you're running her at like in Nightmare Hydra or something, you're going to need, 80 plus. But it also depends on the composition you're running with her with, what you want to, do with her. So, what's a tank? Is she a provoke tank? Is she an ally protect tank? She does both. So it really depends. It also depends. Do you have her in regen gear? Do you have her in, speed? Like, are you running her fast? So I would say absolute minimum is probably 50K. And then, she only gets stronger from there. All right, we got 68% saying offense, 32% saying defense. I think that for right now, just for right now, I want to see how much he can push. And that feels like we should do damage. Also, there's a chance that I'm going to run him as a solo champion in the near future. I'll switch him over to a regen set. So yeah, I guess we'll go crit rate. Not that this really matters because he's not going to be doing a lot of damage there. And we'll probably run him just down the left side. I can't imagine why we would do anything else here. The only other thing we could maybe do, we could do 2 channels down here. Let me actually go see what HH suggests. I'm curious. I don't normally look at other masteries, but let's see. All right, so we have a general PvE. Yeah, it just goes down the left side. That looks about right, except I'm going to stay away from Evil Eye. Spider Burner goes with the counterattack. And the Eagle Eye. That's interesting. I mean, the counterattacks on Spider make sense, right? Especially if you're trying to solo it. Solo farm build. That's an interesting build. I don't even know. I mean, obviously, the Spirit Haste is good for solo farming. I kind of like that idea. The 5% Cycle of Magic is not a bad idea either. I don't normally get that because I find that I'd rather have Evil Eye in most cases, but in this particular case, that might be good. And then PvP masteries. That's interesting. I'd never run him as a PvP champ before. So I know you... Sorry, you can't really see everything here. But this is... That's the one I'm thinking about. So, all right, let's jump back to the game. There we go. Now you can see more clearly. All right, I'm thinking probably just coming down here, down the left side. I mean, this is nice. All right, the A1 is going to keep hitting harder, and then this is good for bosses. I do think that Life Drinker is important. I do like this idea of Spirit Haste. And this is... The 5%, it works on his A1 only, I think. So this turns this to a 50% chance from a 45% chance. Because this is a 100% chance. And this is a 100% chance. So I think that the only thing that Sniper does is affect the A1. The question is... Oh, I kind of like that, actually. Because we have this one, increases in damage inflicted when attacking with full HP. I kind of like this. I think I'm going to go here. Right, so if you're doing solo, like the Spirit Haste and the Wrath of the Slain work well together. Does anybody know if Cycle of Violence can be activated by the HP activation skill? Because in certain places, you're definitely going to exceed 30% of a target's damage, but I'm not sure if it counts as one. I mean, it's the damage of the skill, so it's not the hit, so it should work, right? Does anybody know for sure? As a solo, you don't want War Master? Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, right now he's not solo, right? So I can always redo his masteries if I do put him in the solo, and I think I need something else. So it's kind of like, all right, I could go with Cycle of Magic here. Cycle of Violence seems reasonable. Wrath of the Slain seems reasonable. This is definitely what I want. Kill Streak here, I think, is probably better than Sniper. You can get 12% additional damage, and it stacks across rounds. So that's going to help him clear waves faster. So I think I'm going to go here. And then I think I'm going to go... I mean, this is a 30% chance of a one cooldown, and this is 1 turn cooldown. Yeah, whatever. Let's do that. Doesn't have to be perfect. You get value from any of them, you know? You get value from any of them that makes sense. I mean, you don't want to throw away stuff, but these all feel good to me. All right, so I'm going to throw a couple more levels on him. Let's just see where we can get. Let's see what his stats are right now, just out of curiosity. Where's his HP? That's what I'm really worried about. 40, 56, 57. We're at 57K. 57,000. Speed's 216. Accuracy is 302. Defense is 1,800. So that's a little bit low. But let's go get him some levels. All right, a little bit more. Maybe we'll take him up to 50. There we go. That feels better. All right, we're up to 62,000. And we're very close to 2,000 defense. I kind of want more speed. I kind of want more speed. I'm gonna glyph him out a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more defense as well. Let's see if we can get that 2K right now. Come on, more than 1 speed. There we go. That's good. Attack doesn't matter so much. HP. Tiny bit more speed and more defense would be nice. All right, here we go. Where are we looking now? 221. Very nice. We are up over 2K. Finally, we're up over 2K, and we are sitting at 62,000 HP. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so here we go. We're going into some dungeons. First of all, I want to run them in Spirit Keep because I only cleared Spirit Keep for the first time today at stage 20. Let me see. So you can actually see the time there. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So I want to see if Artak can speed up that time. And I think I'm just going to pull out Cold Heart here. Cold Heart's very good. She has the heal reduction, but she's squishy and she dies. So let's just go ahead and put in Artak here and see if he can't speed the whole thing up and get us faster than 5 minutes. If he could get us down to like, I don't know, 2.5 maybe. That would be huge. If he could get us to 3, I'd be okay with that. If it's only going to save me 30 seconds, then I don't care that much. I mean, if it increases my chance of success, that's good. I don't have a reviver on this team. Once I get my Scylla the Drake, she'll be on this team, of course. But in the meantime, I just love that AoE A1. This isn't going to be fast. Let me talk to chat while this is going on. How many turns on Clan Boss do you think an ally protect adds? Alex, I don't know. It really depends on the team. It could be anywhere from like 1 or 2 turns to maybe like 3 or 4 Clan Boss cycles. So you're looking at maybe like 10 or 12 cycles. It could be none if it's not speed tuned. You know, it really depends on how that's working and what other buffs you have supporting the ally protect. Ephemeral, hello. Good to see you. All right, most people, 2/3 of the people went offense. 36 votes. So 24 people went offense, 12 people went defense. Hoax asks, is crit damage useful for HP champs? Is pure HP just the way to go? Crit damage is useful for direct damage champs. It doesn't matter what the source is. So think of it this way. Whether it's attack, defense, or HP-based champion, are they hitting and doing damage directly? Or like Artak, are they using HP burns or poisons? HP burns and poisons don't get any benefit from crit. They don't crit. They never crit. But anybody who does direct damage, like Athel here or Coldheart, they benefit from crit and crit damage. Who died? Stagnite died? Oh, that's annoying. All right, this seems pretty slow. And now that I've got 4, I mean, I've lost my slow, right? Stagnite's A1 was the slow, so this hasn't gone so well. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Like if you have Magnar, you want 100% crit rate and ton of crit damage. Need to set the AI to prioritize skills. What are you talking about? Why would I ever do such a thing? I just want to click one button and then win. Isn't that how Raid Shadow Legends works? If I can't win with one button, this is a silly game. No, I probably should. I should set up my AI, but I just want to see if it runs and works. I'm sure I'll clear it. I should clear it. I think I have more than enough damage to overcome the boss's healing. I should. It'll help once the block debuff buff comes down and Athel gets her weaken and we get the drop defense from Deacon Armstrong. The boss doesn't kill anybody. It's just the waves that kill people. So, you know, unfortunately Stagnite died and he would have a decreased attack and a slow and another decreased defense, and he hits decently hard. But I still think we got a pretty good chance of beating my 5-minute time from my previous run. We'll see, maybe not. We have to go through this whole cycle one more time. I'm just going to let it auto. All right, now we can land some debuffs. Now we can actually use the HP burns. We got the decreased defense, HP burn, weaken. Come on, land the weaken. No weaken. We got the leech. Decrease attack. Land the weaken. Come on. No weaken. Wow, that's such a big heal. But we're getting there. It's going to be almost exactly 5 minutes. It's actually going to be slower. Stagnite is so huge in this fight because of that slow that he lands on his A1. I could also bring Wukong in here, but he's level 50. So if you can strip that block debuff buff off early, it's going to be almost exactly the same. 2 seconds. I saved 2 seconds. All right. I guess whatever. I don't want to mess around with the AI right now. We're just throwing Artak at the world. That's the game right now. All right, let's see Spider's Den. This is the test. This is where we want to see him. All right, so the question is, how do we do this? Do we just straight up pull Cold Heart out? Do we pull Athel out? I'm tempted to pull Athel out first. Let's try this. Let's see. Again, no AI. We're just throwing them in. He didn't land anything. He didn't even use his. Did he not use his HP burn? If he had, he would have landed something. There it is. But that was weird. Why would he do it in that order? Maybe I should mess around with the AI. Maybe I should actually do some AI.
Everybody's saying the worst part about Artak is his AI.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? On my main account, my Artak he's built so ridiculously. I never even pay attention to him. I just literally throw him in everywhere and just let him do whatever he wants, and he just crushes everything. So I haven't had a ton of time to actually like tweak him in any places. The only place I've actually tweaked him for is Spider 25, because I want a fast Spider clear. And I actually just tweaked my Spider 25 team again, and I'm now down to a 6-turn clear. It takes about 28 seconds or something. I had matched that once before, but my average was 10, but now I've gotten my average down to 6. So. I mean, this looks like it's going to be relatively easy. Not too bad. Of course, here Wukong is weak affinity. So we'll see what happens when we change affinity. That was, what was that? It was a minute 50, 66 turns. I was not able to get past this. I could not beat stage 18. I tried it last night. And yeah, and everybody died. Cold Heart didn't survive. Okay, so let's see. Now we're up to stage 19. Now this gets tricky because now Artak's going to be the target. Wukong is less valuable. Let's bring in Stagnate. I'm tempted to bring in Raka. I'm tempted to do this. Because the increased attack doesn't help Artak at all. And while it helps Cold Heart a little bit, we really don't care about the increased attack. The turn meter fill is the bigger issue. And obviously losing the cleanse. But now she has a block debuffs buff. She also has a speed. Does she have a speed? No, what does she have? There's something. Oh, here it is. At the start of each turn, fills all the turn meter of all allies by 10%. Still has the increased attack. And the cleanse. So we still have the cleanse. We have the cleanse and a block debuffs. So she might be stronger than Runekeeper in this particular spot. Not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, guess what, Artak? You're putting out your HP burns this time. There we go. All right, we got the block debuffs buff up. Question is, will Artak live? We don't know. The slow is helpful, though. Look at that. That's beautiful. He's got the continuous heal from Rock of Viletide. Man, I never like to admit that Runekeeper Dazdurk isn't the best champion everywhere, but I think in this particular case, we've got a better support. That block debuff buff is, so look at that, 52 seconds, 31 turns. That's just sweet. Stage 19 down, son. Stage 19 down, and we got a freaking attack amulet. I hate attack amulets.
Nice, you're catching up.
What? Yeah, what stage are you? No, that's the whole goal today. The whole goal today is to catch up. Are you on 20? Are you on 21? Where are you?
Yeah, I farmed 20. I haven't tried to push it past that, so I guess I got something to do too.
Okay, now in this particular case, do we want to keep Raka here? Let's keep her. She did such a good job. Let's just keep her. Let's just roll with it and see what happens. Let's get those HP burns out there. And then auto the rest of the way. I don't know why Cold Heart does. I should have Cold Heart open up with her Heartseeker. I don't know why she doesn't. Yeah, so now Rock is the target. So if she dies, then I think Stag Knight might become the target. How are we getting faster? That's what I want to know.
More HP, more burn damage?
Yeah, maybe. 46 seconds, 28 turns. That's crazy. 20 is faster than 19, which was faster than 18. That's backwards. I don't know what's going on here. Ogren HP with attack percent and defense percent. That's not a bad ring. I'll take that. All right. Now we're getting into interesting territory because now we're in stage 21 where the turn meter and the max HP hits start changing. So the question is, do we keep the same strategy here and just run this team? Or do we pull Cold Heart and put back in either Athel or Runekeeper Dazdurk or maybe Wukong? I'm curious what people think. Just go ahead and chat right now. Who do you think I should put in right now? Should I hold on to Cold Heart? Should I hold on to Cold Heart right now? Or should I pull her out and swap somebody else in? And I'll let you see the roster. You can see the whole roster here. All right, so I've got Runekeeper Dazdurk as an option. That's more turn meter fill. That's also a secondary cleanse and heal, which is nice. I could put in Shield Guard. Shield Guard does have a slow. I think he has a slow on his A1, right? And he's got good AoE damage, but I'm using HP burn, so I don't think I want that. I've got Burangiri, who's completely built out. I've got Athel, obviously, who's got the weaken and the AoE nuke. We've got Wukong, who's a great Spiderling tank. We've got Doom Priest, who's another cleanser and healer. We've got Kreela Witcharm, who is an ally attack champion. We've got Burangiri, who has an AoE stun. Of course, he's not fully built right now. I mean, I could even put in somebody like a Apothecary or Haikatoon. What's chat saying? Turn meter fill from Raka. Keep Cold Heart, keep Cold Heart, keep Cold Heart, keep her, keep her. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. That's enough. Everybody's keep Cold Heart. The AoE stun does sound tempting, but we'll just run it one more time. Why not? We've been crushing. It's been getting faster every time. Everybody wants to keep Cold Heart. Get the HP burn out there, and then we'll have Cold Heart open with her Heartseeker. There we go. And just auto the rest of the way. This is I'm old school. This is old school AI. It's called manualing. All right. I mean, we did a ton of damage. If I had a reset champion, it would be a piece of cake. I actually think I have a renegade on this account. I just haven't built her. I think I have a renegade on this account. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm imagining.
Yeah, what was that damage? Jeez. Those HP burns are ridiculous.
Artak. He's so freaking good. I was so pumped when I pulled him. I was so pumped. You don't normally get pumped for a champion that used to be free. You know, like a free login reward. Like if I pulled Ronda, I'd be like, okay. Do you know what I mean? If I pulled Deliana, I'd be like, all right. You pull Artak though, and you're like, damn, I just got a total boss. Let's just keep going. I don't know. All right, I'm actually going to set up the AI since I'm running this team so much. All right, so this is Deacon. I forget who's on the team already. Stagnite. We don't want Stagnite in the second spot. It's Artak, Stagnite, Cold Heart, and Raka. I guess we'll put Raka in the second spot. Stagnite. Nah, let's do it the other way. We'll do this. Cold Heart. Let's go ahead and mess with the AI a little bit. All we have to do is make sure that this is the opener. And then we're going to make sure that Heartseeker is the opener. That should be it. I don't think we have to do anything else. Let's run it. All right, here we go. Quick vote. What is the max spider stage we will clear today? 21? Is that going to be as far as we get? Are we going to get to 22? We're going to 23 or 24? Are we going all the way to 25? I mean, you can see that this one is getting a little bit ugly, but we're getting it done. So if anybody votes 21, they're probably mistaken. Looks like we're getting through at least 22. Now 22 is now 22 is running up. You're like, I'm not. I can tweak it. You know, I can do things to this team. So we cleared 22. So it's going to be at least 22. I'm wondering if anybody thinks I'm going to make 23. Let me go get some clan versus clan. Some rewards here. Please give me the right ring today. I still need a Sacred Order. Blood Shield ring. I actually need several. All right, so let's go get some energy here. Got personal rewards we can claim. Click some red dots. Mystery shards. Okay. Now remember, everybody's like, oh, you barely cleared stage 22. Now, affinity is going to matter. I think that this affinity could be tricky, right? Because Artak's going to be the spider target. But if we get through this, then the chances are we're going to get through 24, where Artak is strong affinity, right? Chances are. And then 25 becomes interesting because Artak's neutral affinity. But if the bottleneck seems to be survivability, I can always bring Runekeeper Dazzler back in, and I can bring Doom Priest in. We've got some options here. So let's see what happens. I think Cold Heart right now is decently valuable for no other reason than the decreased turn meter. Obviously, the max HP hit doesn't hit as hard as Artak does. You can see it it's capped out at 10%. So we just need to keep Artak alive. If we can keep him alive, I think we're going to cruise. We got the slow out. I love Stagnite. Stagnite is so good. I think I've swung the pendulum back towards Stagnite away from Duke the Pierced. At first, I loved Stagnite, and then I was like, you know what? I think Duke the Pierced might be better. And now I'm starting to love Stagnite again. It always depends on what's going on my account. You know, like who's getting the most use. But Stagnite is so good. That A1 is just fantastic. All right, so they got the heal there, but that's actually going to give us a little bit of a reset. So the question is, can we get enough HP back and then get Artak's skills to come around? Because I think we can kill the boss this round, or this, you know, boss's turn. I don't think we have to worry about that. Remember, the boss won't heal a second time in a row. So as long as we can get those HP burns out there, I think we're going to do some work here. Okay, so now it gets tricky. Turn meter decrease. Now it gets really tricky. Those HP burns are still out there. Still a few out there. We just need the boss not to... there we go. Nice. Whew, that one was close. All right, so sorry. Sorry, folks, if you held your vote. Some people are voting now. They're like, wait, I didn't vote. I just waited. We got 28 votes right. We got 96 people in the stream. And only 28 people have voted because they're all holding their vote. They're like, we're not voting yet. We're going to wait. The AoE stun does sound tempting, but I have to think about how I'm going to get that into the team. The poll is blank on your phone. I'm sorry, Daniel. I don't know why it would be. I honestly don't. I've never heard of that before. Somebody said shooter's right, but I don't know what. Burangiri in, Raka out. I don't know about that one. That one's interesting. I know you think Stagnite is much better than Duke the Pierce. We've had this fight before. You would take Tayrell over Duke. Now you're talking crazy. Tayrell is good, though. I do like Tayrell. Okay. Can you show Stagnite build? Really interested in how much speed and accuracy you are running. Sure, Pat. Patty? I'm sorry that it's blank. Can you pull it down? Can you like click on it and pull it down? So yeah, I'll show you my Stagnite build. He's built pretty well. I can still improve him. He does have a cruelty on, which is nice. So lifesteal and perception, he's running 247 accuracy and 210 speed. And there is more out there. He's not fully glyphed. He's not like I can get more attack on his gauntlets. I could get more flat attack here. I'm basically running this for speed. I haven't rebuilt him in a little while, you know, so like his stats are good. 36,000 HP. But I'm sure I could get more out of him. I just haven't rebuilt him in a while. But that's what he's running right now. 247 accuracy. In fact, let's go ahead and let's see if there's another accuracy banner with speed on it. Probably not. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and upgrade this so we don't... I mean, I think you only need 225 accuracy anyway. And then we'll glyph out the attack. So now what's he running at? 275. Perfect. I love that number. That's a really good number for Clan Boss. He also has the accuracy masteries, and he's got War Master. He does have Life Drinker. So yeah. He should also have, actually, let me just double check that. He should also have Sniper. He does have Sniper. You need this on Stagnite because his A2 is only a 95% chance when booked. You get 25% chance on top of 70% chance. That's 95% chance. I don't know why they did that. It's just mean. But all right, so let's get back into the dungeon. So now Artak is strong affinity again. The target has been Raka. Actually, let's take a look at her. Maybe we can get her a little bit more survivable. What are we doing in the Arcane Keep? We're all the way to 20. Okay. Rather than spend cash here, I'm just going to jump in and spend a little bit of energy on this. I don't think this was a problem, but let's see if we can't get Artak in here. I don't actually know that he would improve this much. How fast am I running it? 224. That's fine. Let's see if we can't get a superior potion. You know, I want to entertain you folks, but I don't want to burn through all my noob versus pro resources because I'm chasing the noob. Right? This isn't about you. This is about Sun. All right, let's talk to chat for a second. Daniel Keeping Fish tried everything, even restarting the stream. Probably a YouTube glitch, but just wanted to let you know. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm sorry that you're not getting the poll. I don't know why. I'll look into it. I'll look into it after the stream, see if we can fix it for the next stream. Or when I say I'll look into it, I'll have Sun look into it. Realistically, he'll just look into it because he knows I'll forget it. So when I say I'll have him do it, he'll just do it anyway and then be like, dude, you're supposed to do this after the stream. Yeah. He keeps me honest.
Facts.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, before I forget, there are some promo codes out. So we just put out a short just as this stream was starting. So if you haven't seen the short yet, go check out the short for the day. It's only like 40 seconds long. There are 2 promo codes. You could get yourself some free stuff, and that might help you with the Torment the Cold event or whatever you need it for. Ian Godwin says, finish the level 8 affinity bonus quest today. Now on to the next roadblock of level 9 affinity bonus. Only 1,900 more gold medals to go, though. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Pad, on Stagnite, you get a ton of lifesteal back. Yes, you do. You get a ton. His A1 hits really, really hard. You actually get more lifesteal a lot of times on his A1 than you do on his A2. And plus, if you have the leech out there from Deacon Armstrong, you get return on that. I use him in Clan Boss, and that's one of the ways I keep him alive. But I don't always run him in lifesteal. I've run him in several accounts, and I find that lifesteal works really, really well on Stagnite, almost more than any other champion. I don't know why. It just seems to be that it works really well in conjunction with his kit. It helps keep him alive so you can land the debuffs. But I would say, you could also keep him in regen or something. It really depends what you have to keep your team going and how likely he is to get hit. Remember that he's an attack-based champion. He's not actually a tank. He's not a defensive-based champion, even though he's kind of tanky for an attack-based champion. Mostly we think about debuffers as, they're either nukers, like semi-nukers, or they're support champions who are tanky. He's in this weird place where he's actually an attack-based debuffer. But he does well. If people are stunned, no one needs to be survivable. That's true. Yeah, Burangiri first of all, his A2 isn't fully booked yet. So it's not at full highest chance. It's a 60% chance, 60% chance when fully booked. Right now, I think it's 50% chance, and I don't have the cooldown on it. So we would have to kill the spider in like 1 or 2 rounds. It would have to be really, really fast. And I don't know that we have the damage for that just yet. I also don't have him built yet. Like, I'm going to build him in the second half of this stream. Usopp's Rubber Band says, YouTube polls have been blank a lot lately. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't found that the case, but I usually check YouTube on my PC. So Joshua Lynch just now beat 25 Spider. Congrats. First dungeon that you got hard mode. That's awesome. Clearing Spider 25 is really cool. Ian Godwin says, these one-man defenses have been helpful the last few days. Yes, they have been, and thank you to everybody who's been contributing to that. I put a full defense in overnight because I was losing rank rapidly, but then I got back in today and I put the one-man defense back in. I'm pretty sure I did. I know I have it on my main account. And if I drop from gold 5 to gold 4 for a week, I don't care. Like I would, let's just make it easy for everybody. Joshua's going to try Dragon next. Good luck. Cold heart yesterday. That's always a great pull. Anytime you get a cold heart, it's a happy day. Dave Strode says, I need to revamp my spider team. I'm stuck at 18 or 19. Yeah, that's exactly where I was before today. And when you get an HP burner, like an AoE HP burner, if you get Mordecai, that's enough. On my main account, Mordecai got me from like stage like 18 to 25 in a single day. I built Mordecai to 50, got him the accuracy and the speed I needed, put him on a team, and went from 18 to 25 in like 20 minutes. So as soon as you get the right HP burner and the right team around him. Now, it was later in my account than this is. This is, I don't know what day we're on here. Let's see what day we're on. This is day 108. And I'm probably a little slow because I got my Artak a little while ago, but I've just been so busy I haven't built him. So let's call it day 100. Let's say I could have done it on day 100. I think on my main account, it was more like day like 160, maybe even later to get to stage 25. I mean, I got to stage 21. I remember I got to stage 20. No, that was a different account. My Mordecai took me from 18 to 25 on the same day. Now I'm misremembering. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure my Mordecai took me all the way to 25 in one day. I think there was another account I was running simultaneously, and I got to 21 and camped it there for like 6 months, and I didn't even try to push it. But yeah, on my main account, Mordecai just cruised. But I want to say it was probably somewhere around day 160 or maybe even a day 180. I don't think I had Scylla the Drakes before I got to stage 25. But I know it happened when I got Mordecai. And I kept him at 50 because I never needed him at 6 stars. Okay, so we didn't get anything we needed there. So we're going to do this with silver. All right, so let's get her all the way up to 5 stars. And then let's get some kind of resistance would be good. Defense, resistance. Let me just double check. She doesn't need accuracy at all, right? She doesn't have a single thing that needs accuracy. So all I really need on her is HP, defense, and resistance. That's got HP, defense, and resistance, right? It's got crit damage too, but that's pretty good. Don't need accuracy. Resistance, accuracy. Yeah, this is the best one by far. Let's just hope we don't roll the crit damage. Thank you. Resistance, beautiful. She's a cleanser. Roll resistance again. Now there's the crit damage. Double resistance though. That's really nice. Going to push her resistance another 28. Defense another 143. HP 100. 399. I'll take it. It's not too bad. All right. A little more survivable. Going for 24. All right. Quick informal poll. We going to clear 24? Yes or no? That's all I want to hear. Yes or no? In fact, if you have an emote, you can spam pro for success, spam noob for losing. But otherwise, I want to hear yes or no. I want a quick straw poll. Quick straw poll. See you, Dave. Good to see you. Don Kelly says yes. That's all I got. I got one yes. Francis says, I don't think so. Lumac says yes, yes. Ian Godwin says pro. Fun and Party says yeah. We got. All right. Daniel Keeping Fish has yes, yes. All right. A lot of faith. I like it. People think we're going to get it. Let's see what happens. I like this team. I got to say this team is kind of fun. Well, and if we find the bottleneck, if we figure out where the bottleneck is, we can always re-gear a little bit. So we'll see if Rock of the Bile Tide is the bottleneck. Looks like she's going to be. She's getting crunched. Oof, she's out. So that means Cold Heart. It might be the same thing that we just saw where Cold Heart's going to drop and then Artak's going to drop, and then maybe Stagnite will have to carry us all the way home. Ouch. That's unfortunate because we just use our HP burn. All right, Cold Heart's going to die. The question is, can we get back to... Ooh, Stagnite's going to die. Can we get the... Is the HP burn going to be enough? It's going to be a race. It's coming down to the wire here. Stay alive, Artak. Stay alive. Deacon, come on. Yeah. All right. Woohoo. Deacon with the clutch heal there. Oh, nice. 6-star banner, 6-star accuracy banner. No speed on it, but that's still nice to have. I don't have a 6-star legendary banner. Look at that. 151,000 silver. That's nice. Sorry, I didn't mean to whistle in your ear there. All right. The yes votes were correct. We are up to stage 25. Now it becomes even trickier because we have 2 weak affinities. So when we were looking at stage 24 here, everybody was neutral. We had 4 neutrals and 1 strong. 4 neutrals and 1 strong. And now we're looking at 2 weak and 3 neutrals. And this is a harder stage. So I don't like our chances here. I actually don't like our chances. The question becomes, what do we do about it? I'm going to try a team. I'm going to try a team, guys. We're going to try something. See if we can do this. Gonna see if we can do this. Gonna do some Wukong cheese, son.
That's the best way to do it.
It is a thing. We've got our Spiderling tanks, folks. Whoa, you just got one shot by a Spiderling tank. So Rocka's gonna potentially die. Yeah, she's down. Is this going to give us enough time, though? It might. It might work anyway. Wukong's back. But is Stagnite the target or is Wukong the target? Ouch. Look at that full heal. Full heal from Stagnite on that A1. Okay, HP burns are out. We didn't hit it, land them on everybody. Wukong's going down. Wukong's back. We got a nice heal on Deacon. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Ooh, victory! 25, ladies and gentlemen. 25. 25 up, 25 down. All right, son, your move, buddy.
Yeah, I think you've got me on that one.
You gotta start chasing. You gotta start chasing. That wasn't terribly difficult. There were a couple of moments that were touch and go, but it was like, there were still moves that we could have made here. Now we can actually get into the hard mode. I'm not going to do that today. I think we're going to leave hard mode alone because we got other areas we got to go make some progress on. But a minute 3, 41 turns, that's probably not a 100% success team, but it might be like 60 or 70% success chance, which is not bad. I will take that. All right. Okay, so now we got to get into Doom Tower. Actually, no, we don't. Not yet. We're gonna wait on that a little bit. Just grab some more energy here. By the way, let's pop into the arena just to see how we're doing over here. See if we can beat this team. Ouch. All right, not too bad. Try a couple more teams. I just want to make sure that my tokens are counting. Coming up against an Artak here. You gotta. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. I should have manualed that one, but that's okay. I just needed the tokens counting again. All right, let's get into some other dungeons. So let's push Dragon. Now we're at 20 on Dragon. Let's see if we can push this. And I think, honestly, I think this is the same team. The one substitution I could make here is I could bring in Doom Priest instead of Raka. Or I could bring Runekeeper Dazdirk back in as well. But let's just run this and see how this goes, because this was a fun team. Let's see how this does. I don't know if, we should be able to break the purple bar. Depending on when in the turn cycle we are. Of course, we have to get through the waves. Maybe I'd bring Athel in here instead of Coldheart. Now, Coldheart breaks the purple bar so well, but Athel does a really good job, and her weaken does a lot of work. So let's just see how far we can push this. Mayhem Monkey said, Cold Heart's not reliable. Yeah. I don't actually want to try hard yet. I want to push all my dungeons. I want to push my Doom Tower. And yeah, that's it. I think that was the Artak move. I'm going to have, for Bommal, I'm going to have to build Burangiri. So we're going to do that next. And that's why I wanted to do the dungeons before we swapped over to Doom Tower, because I am going to run Artak in Doom Tower, but I have to also run Burangiri in Doom Tower. So it's going to be the combo. Yeah, see, so you break the purple shield pretty easily with the Cold Heart. Heartseeker, if it's up at the right time. I could, you're right, I could bring in Frozen Banshee. I think somebody said something about poison. I could bring in Frozen Banshee. That could do some work here. But getting her through the waves might be tricky. I'm not sure that she'd survive. Of course, Cold Hearts did survive. But this feels clean. Not fast. If Coldheart doesn't have her Heartseeker, will probably get stunned unless Raka comes around and puts up her... Nope. Oh, we didn't get stunned. So yeah, it seems pretty easy. I mean, this is the tough one where we're, weak affinity on the Artak. I like getting levels here too. We still have 10 more levels on Artak to go. We're about to hit another one. I think one of the issues here actually becomes speed. Right? It's not your survivability, it's not your accuracy, it's not your damage. It's just, are you going fast enough to not get wrecked by the waves? Because they've got an apothecary who can speed them up, and like you can't kill him fast enough. You have to kill the whole wave. It's always a little bit of a pain. I wish with the AI you could pick the target on the wave. I wish that was something that you could do. That would be fun. I'll be right back. Just one sec. All right. How are we doing? We got through the waves okay. Did anybody die? Did Raka have to revive somebody? I don't know that you have to have poisons in the long run. I mean, I think that is probably the most straightforward way to go. You're right. It tends to be very effective, but like I run Newt on my main account. I don't need poisons at all. Right? Newt just crushes bosses. It's over so fast. So yeah, I mean, I think if you've got a good poisoner, like Venomage is great in here, or Ornn is really good in here. If you have somebody like Theodore, then that's obviously the way you want to go. Or even Dark Kale. But I don't really have that. I have Frozen Banshee, and unfortunately, Frozen Banshee doesn't get through the waves, doesn't help me with the waves. So it's a little bit tricky. But Artak, Artak can solo Dragon. Like, Artak has no problem soloing the whole place. Once you get him built, to the point that you need him, he will crush Dragon solo. So those are awful boots. All right, let's start a new poll. I'm sorry not everybody can see the polls, but clearly we got through the whole of the dragon. I'm sorry, the whole of the spider. We'll do a real simple one. Maybe people will be able to see this if it's only got 2 choices. Will we clear stage 25 of dragon today? Yes, no. Really easy. Yes, no. We'll clear stage 25 today. All right. You can click on a specific target if you're autoing. What I'm saying is, in the AI, it would be cool if you could like choose the targets for your opening skills or something, so that if you auto battled it and just auto ran it and you walked away and you AFK ran it, you wouldn't have to select the targets. I know that you can select the targets when you're autoing. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear before. I meant in the AI. Joshua Lynch says, Dragon 24 is messing me up. I have Cardiel, Artek, Stagnite, Kale, and Coldheart. You have a great team, but I would probably think about pulling out Kale and Coldheart there, one or the other, and getting in a second support. Because even though Cardiel is awesome, like that's probably not enough healing, especially when, you know, you have to use the block debuffs and the cleanse and stuff like that. So if you had, you know, if you have a Runekeeper Dazdurk, if you have a Doom Priest, if you have a Rector Drath, if you have somebody else that can just keep the team healed up a little bit better, that might be better than having 3 damage dealers. I would consider that. Gear 5 says, I love your guides. They are really helpful. Thank you so much. I put a lot of effort into those guides. A lot of thought and effort into the guides, and I try to make them as accessible as possible, but you know, sometimes it's tricky. Premier Craft says, what there was a pull. Oops, we're almost dead. There we go. Just barely got through. I hate days. Yeah, I don't want that piece. All right, stage 24. That's a better affinity for us. We'll just keep going, see if we can clear it. We've got a vote. 67% of the people are saying yes, 33% are saying no. I find it funny that it's the exact same ratio as before, right? 2/3 to 1/3. I think if you do the poll separately and then add it to YouTube, we won't get the blank polls anymore. I'm not sure what that means. How would I do it separate? It's part of the chat. It's part of like the engage. It's actually built into the chat system. I don't know how I would do it separately.
Yeah, well, they're like third-party sites where you can do straw polls and then post the poll, and then they can go to the site and then do the poll there.
Gotcha.
Or you could just do the poll. That doesn't work sometimes.
Yeah.
Go YouTube.
You do have a 60 Doom Priest. You should try that. Crashdown says, you got this. I hope so. Oh, did we lose somebody? We lost Raka. If we lost Raka, we got a problem. Especially if it's on round 1 of 3. That means, yeah, we could be in trouble. But there's an option. We have a second option. So if this doesn't work, there's something that I think we can still do to potentially get through here. We'll have to see. I think so. I know Joshua's just trying 60 Doom Priest. I lost Rock in the previous run. I'm okay. Well, I'm talking to you guys. I'm not really paying 100% attention. Yeah, this turned out not so great. But Joshua is going to try his Doom Priest. If you struggle with dungeons, like any dungeon, really, you want to think about 2 things. One is speed, and the second is survivability, like tankiness, sustain, wherever it is. So if I think about this run that just happened, if Rocket doesn't go down, the team wins. Right? Raka is the reviver. If I took her to 60 and had her fully built out and whatever, like Coldheart could die and who cares? I'll bring her back, and she'll die and I'll bring her back. She actually becomes like a wave tank, right? She's the distraction. They hit the weakest champion while Artak is burning them away. You know, so tankiness matters. Now, I even in the boss, like if you think about this boss, right, the dragon boss, what's the likelihood that he's going to one-shot a really tanky team? It's pretty low, right? So what's the danger? Well, the danger is you all get stunned. He goes a second time, and in 2 hits, He gets all those poisons on you, and maybe between the 2 hits and the poison, somebody dies, and that breaks up the team. But like sustain becomes a thing as you ramp up that is maybe easier to find and build than to ramp up your damage to keep pace with the increasing stats of the dungeon. So what I mean by that is Cold Heart is less valuable at stage 24 because we already know that she's been reduced into, like, first of all, she can't do any turn meter decrease, and she's been reduced in terms of the max HP hit. She's still good at like 21. She's built strong enough. But in order to have her be equally strong at 24 and 25, I have to add stats to her that I can't get. In the meantime, I could just pull her out, get somebody tankier in there. You know, they may not do as much damage, but since they're so much more survivable, that may be all I need. So for instance, I could try something like this. So let's pull out Cold Heart, and let's pull out Raka, and let's go with Athel and Runekeeper. Now, first of all, they're both 60s. Athel's a lot tankier than Cold Heart. I'll show you my Athel. So Athel's running here 38, almost 38,000. She's about 1,800, not quite 1,800 defense. You know, versus here we're looking at 1,400 defense and 33,000. So the HP is, you know, there's a little bit more HP, 3,000 or 4,000 extra HP here, and then a few hundred extra defense. In addition, she's got lifesteal, right? She's got all those extra stats with lifesteal. And she's bringing the weaken, right? She's still hitting decently hard. She's going to be better against the wave content than Cold Heart is. So go for a tankier damage dealer. I could even pull her out and put in Shield Guard. I could even pull them both out and bring in somebody like Burangiri, get that AoE stun, get that shield set going. That shield set's going to make me more survivable. If you have a bolster set on somebody, you put them in, and all of a sudden your whole team gets a reset every round with that shield. You know, so I could potentially bring Burangiri into this team and get them tankier. And all I need to really do here is get to the boss and then stay alive. If I can get to the boss and stay alive, I'm in good shape. So, you know, we're going to try it with this right now. This is an additional cleanse and a heal. I now don't have a reviver, but Runekeeper Diasturk is definitely tankier than Rock of Iletide. He's level 60 and he's built for defense. Like, I'll show you his build too, right? It's flat defense on the chest piece, HP percentage on the gloves. You know, he's got 18, he's over 1,800 defense. He's got 50,000 HP. And then you look at Raka, you know, she's at, what's that, 33, 34,000 HP. Her defense is actually pretty good. You know, when I look at that, her defense is actually higher than his. That's impressive. You know, and she does have the Guardians. She's got more regen, but he's a lot faster at 250 versus where she's running at 176. He's also full masteries. He's got that massive heal, so he's going to make everybody more survivable, and he could potentially cleanse the stun, depending on if he gets stunned or when they get stunned. So let's try this. I mean, I don't know that it will work, but we're moving, you know, we're iterating in a direction that makes sense. Rather than going for more damage, we're going for more survivability. Now, maybe the waves still become a problem. I don't know. But chances are, between the extra heals that we have and the extra tankiness, and again, Athel doing a better job of clearing waves than Cold Heart, we're probably fine now in terms of maybe at least getting through the waves. Oh, but if Deacon dies, that's a problem. Can't have that happen. Now, Deacon's going to die. This is where Wukong comes in. I should have Wukong on this team right now. That block debuffs buff. I don't think this works without... I'm not sure if this works without the leech. I mean, the drop defense is still on Stagnite, so we're still good there. We still have a decrease attack. We have a weaken. We have the HP burn. We have the cleanse. We have the turn meter fill. We have the increase attack. We basically have everything we need except the leech. and the turn meter fill. I mean, we still have good turn meter fill from Runekeeper Dazzler. It might eke through. What I'm going to have to do on the second wave, though, is I got to target that Spirit Host. The Spirit Host messes everything up. Maybe I didn't go tanky enough. Maybe I shouldn't have brought in Athel. Maybe I should have brought in Raka and Runekeeper Dazzler. So I could go even tankier and just let Artak be the only real damage dealer. Yeah, it's going to go badly for me. All right. Let's see. All right, so I'm curious about this now. I mean, I could also bring in a Doom Priest. This is actually somewhere where I would bring Rector Drath. This is a place I would bring Rector Drath. I almost ran Rector Drath up instead of Burangiri. Let's look at Burangiri. This is also going to be offense and support, I think. The tricky thing here is I want this to be a solo Bommal champ, so I really need to go down the left side of the support tree, but I also want the accuracy for other PvE content. So how do you get, I can go here. I would miss this one. I can't get this if I go. The passive is heals his champion by 50% of their max HP whenever an ally or enemy dies. So we want that to be as big as possible. I think what I would probably do is do something like. Yeah. All right, and then we're going to go here. Okay. Let's build Burangiri a little bit. All right, so what we need is these two, and we would like a substat. Actually, I want a substat of accuracy. Resistance, accuracy, and crit damage, which that's really good. Accuracy and resistance is really good. So we've got these two. Let's go ahead and try this one, as long as it doesn't roll in the crit damage. Accuracy is good. Resistance or accuracy would be good. That's a lot of accuracy. Defense. I would have preferred accuracy or resistance here, but this is the only speed banner we have, and it's got 14 speed, which is not bad. Let's check out. I don't know about this shield set on him. I don't even know why I put this. I must have put the shield set on him for faction crypts. That is HP. That's HP as well. That's HP percentage with a double speed roll, but it's 4 stars. That's too bad. That's a really good roll. Let's see if we have 5-star speed boots. No. Where could we have some 5-star speed boots? All right. Nope, I think I need more energy. I do. Taragi the Frog is actually pretty interesting too. And he's strong affinity, whereas Burangiri is weak affinity. There we go. That's going to be nice. All right. So I'm just thinking about the way the team works together. And I like manualing. I'm sorry, I was silent for a really long time. I like manualing sometimes to see the champs in action and to think about their skills and to learn about them. I've never played with a Rock of Iletide before. I've never built a Taragi the Frog this early in an account to 6 stars and used him in wave content. It's never happened. I've used Artak and Stagnite and Deacon a lot. But I like to actually manual here, look at the skills, look at the cooldowns, think about the synergies. There's nothing like manualing a fight to better learn how the fight is unfolding. So even if you watch it on auto, you don't really know exactly why it's happening the way it's happening. And so I'm just doing this to see. I mean, I think potentially I should have no trouble improving the performance of my team by manualing them. The question is, though, is it going to be enough? I don't know. Taragi heals himself, right? Yeah, he heals himself on this. Oh, come on. Gonna be a problem. I knew that was coming up. I was like, all right, you know what? Not a huge deal because she's not going to do any damage with it, and this is just going to let me A1 cycle. Unfortunately, we got to wait for her slow ass to come all the way back around the next turn. All right, so same thing here. That visual glitch on Artak is annoying. Use the AoE provoke. It's nice. It's really nice. Let's get the increased attack out there. I think that might help speed things up a little bit, at least for Stagnite. He'll hit harder. I think the same thing's going to happen here, probably. We're going to get the block damage buff up. Maybe not. Maybe she's too slow. All right. So now, let me do this. We want that decreased attack out there. I don't know if we want the ally protect, to be honest, because it might kill him. No slow on the dragon boss. So can we get through here now? That's the question. Can we get through that purple bar, or can we just survive it? I think we can survive it fine. There we go. We got through the purple bar just fine. Let's just auto the rest of the way. I think this is going to be okay. Maybe. We've got Raka. We've got the Leech. We've got Taragi. I think we're okay. The waves are a bigger issue than the boss, I think. All right. All right, I got a glitch now. Looks like we're still cruising. Can we get through this purple bar? Not quite. Almost. Looks okay, though. Looks like we're going to get through it. All right, 74% of the people are thinking we're going to get through the dragon, but I think some people are reserving their their judgment. Okay, so we're up to stage 25. Now, this is interesting. Artak's weak affinity. Now, Taragi's weak affinity. Deacon and Stagnite are strong affinity. So the question becomes, do we pull Taragi? Because he's not going to be able to land that provoke as often. Now, do we pull Taragi and maybe put in Burangiri and go for the stun instead? Or maybe we come in with Wukong and go for the buff strip. He won't be the target though. So what do we do here? We're not bringing Coldheart back in. We probably not bringing Athel back in. Shield Guard isn't really built for this. Runekeeper Dazzdirk is good. Runekeeper Dazzdirk is good. Doom Priest is good, Burangiri is good, and Wukong is good. Or we can just keep Taragi the Frog and try it again. I mean, Runekeeper Dazzdirk doesn't give us any more wave control, so the waves would be a problem. Taragi gives us a lot more wave control. So I think it has to be Taragi or Burangiri. I think it has to be. I don't think we have enough from anybody else. So let's just try Taragi. Let's just stay with it. Let's just stick with it. Let's see if we can get through. And this is not, this is not optimal. But I think we can do this. All right, so we landed 2 provokes, which actually may be enough. All right, now what we got to do, I forget which targets we have to do here on this wave. Now, if I was going to farm this, if I was going to auto farm this, I'd need a different team. But the goal here today is just to push the max. I don't care if I manual it or auto it. So I might only be able to auto farm 23, but I'd probably realistically just farm 20. Oh, I forgot he had a block debuff buff up. That was a mistake. Artak is weak affinity, which means he will not land all of his debuffs, which could be a problem. Now, Raka is built in a Guardian set, so she actually helps keep Taragi the Frog alive. Deacon has no trouble landing his skills. Man, Taragi the Frog he's tanky. I mean, I know he's in a regen set, but is he in a regen set or a Guardian set? I forget. I think it's regen with Immortal. But he's taking very little damage. I might be able to run this on auto. Let's try to auto the second wave. See what happens if we just let it auto. Four provokes, that's nice. That's going to keep Raka alive. If Taragi keeps Raka alive, Raka will keep Taragi alive. That's what I think is going to happen. Even though this might actually be better because he's weak affinity. He's going to be the target. He becomes the wave tank. if we can keep decrease attack on everybody, and we can chew through them in a reasonable amount of time between his regeneration and then Raka's buffs, and then maybe the revive if we get in a tricky spot. We might be able to auto this. I didn't even think about that. We're used to, like, I did talk about it earlier, but we're used to doing a weak affinity tank for spiderlings. Like, that's a thing that we do all the time. But it actually works perfectly well in waves too. That wave control from Taragi was huge. Now we've got the weakens. We've got to cleanse those. I don't think we have the cleanse up, though. So the ally protect could kill Taragi here. No, I don't know. Block debuffs buff. Yeah, we might be able to I might have been able to full auto this. Maybe I didn't even need to manual that first wave. Uh-oh. Are we getting any lag in the stream? I'm getting an error message.
Not seeing any issues over here.
Demugglify Me says that maybe I should manual clan boss because I struggle with clan boss if there's no team I can copy. Manualing clan boss is tough. You can, and it will teach you things about the way your team works. Absolutely. But I don't know that it's going to massively improve your performance. What it'll do is it'll teach you about the champions that you have, and maybe that will help you improve your team building. You're not necessarily going to get like an extra 5 million out of manualing. Stage 25, full auto. full auto. I should have been able to full auto it. And remember, Artak still has 9 levels left to go. You can see how much more damage he does, by the way. 3.39 million. Deacon Armstrong's actually second at 1.6, which is kind of funny. You would think it would be Stagnite. But Raka's got 47,000 over there. That was okay. That went better than I thought. I was a little bit worried about that run. But all right, stage 25 Dragon. Done. Let's check our dailies here. All right, we need to clear some faction wars crypt keys. We need silver keys in Doom Tower. We need faction stages without losing a champion, and we need tag team arena for different affinities. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so that was pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. Demugglify Me. Well done for beating Dragon Stage 25. Yeah, that was fun. JF, has he fought Bommal yet? Wanted to see how he gets his Burangiri. Been hoping I could do it with him at 50. I was thinking about doing it with him at 50, and then it was a CVC, and I had a chance to turn him into a 6-star, and I did. And I booked him as much as I could. I think I still need 3 books, 2 or 3 books. Joshua couldn't beat Dragon 24. Sorry, buddy. I think, I do think that theory craft, like that idea, that, theory that moving in a tankier direction can work. You saw it worked for me. One of the tricky things is, can you get through the waves? And then the second tricky thing is, can you sustain through the boss? So Doom Priest has really nice, she's got a little bit of a heal, but she's got that really nice cleanse. So that helps you against the boss. But sometimes it's not enough. It may be that you need to get faster for it to work, or it may be that you just need, yet still more tanky champions. Let's get into faction crypts here. Let's just do these while we can. Banner Lords. What are we looking at? I did pick up an Eofrig recently, but I don't think that's something that I can really work on right now. Don't have the time. I need to make sure I clear all these. Oh, I've also got to check my main. Got to get my main account. Make sure I get all my dailies completed. Has everybody gotten their dailies completed? Good night, Ian. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Tributor says, sometimes I look at the stream and it's just deadly quiet until you speak up and it's hilarious. Yeah, I don't run the audio. I really don't like the audio in the game. I could run the audio in the game, I guess, during the stream. At least there would be something in the background. But it's like, you don't even know my stream's running, right? You just, and if I'm not speaking, I don't like the competition. I don't want the music playing over my voice. No, it just never occurs to me. What I should do is just find some cool, like, royalty free music and just play it. That's what I should do. Son, we should look into that. Let me do a poll right now. Let me do. Let's see. There we go. Put that poll up. What background sounds would you like on Cold Red's stream? Game sounds are fine. Royalty free music is great, or silence is golden. There we go. Ravenwolf, I know we discussed that already. You can the goal is not to whatever. The goal is to get a full auto team, like that you can AFK farm, right? So that you don't have to click on targets. What I was saying about the AI earlier was that if you could program in the AI which enemies your skills would target, even if just for the opening skill, then you could program that in and then walk away and you could still get more control for wave content. That's what I was saying before. If not music, maybe white noise? You're a classy guy, says Mayhem Monkey. Go with classical. That's not a bad idea. I kind of like that idea. I used to listen to classical music. It's been a long time. I played piano and I played some other musical instruments. So I played piano when I was younger. And so there was probably a decade where we would like listen to classical music for dinner time and stuff like that. And it was just very peaceful and calming and conducive to conversations. I like that idea. I haven't done that in like 20 years. But break out some Vivaldi and Beethoven and I don't even remember Chopin. Maybe like it'd be cool. Surprisingly, 33% of people are saying silence is golden. Very few people are voting for the game sounds. Tributor says, no, death metal. It's so easy to chat over. It's not distracting at all. Yeah, I think a chill playlist in the background would be good. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's see. You know what? I don't know if I can actually add music right now. I might be able to add some music to this. So do you think we could add music to the stream right now?
Yeah, no reason not to.
Yeah, I'm
Just
looking
make
at.
sure it's royalty free, because otherwise it will immediately catch you on that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of how would we do? Because I know how to get to the music. I know how to get to the music when we're making videos. I don't know how to get to include the music in the stream, because YouTube has free music for us that we can use. Pick one game sound and play it repeatedly. Yeah. That's what we do with our logo. Whenever we show the logo, it's the same. It's the same beat. Desmond Jones says, finally caught a live stream. What did I miss? We cleared stage 25 in Spider. We cleared stage 25 in Dragon. We are now doing a little bit of odds and ends just to clean up our daily quests or our advanced quests. And then we're going to go see if we could do stage 25 in Ice Golem, I guess. I don't know. We do want to get into Doom Tower. I actually need to do Doom Tower, so we'll probably do that before we do Ice Golem. And that's entirely because you also need to use silver keys. We need to use some silver keys. So I'll probably try Bommal next. I like that Mayhem Monkey called me a classy guy.
Ooh, excuse me.
Ice Golem is where War Master might screw you. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, who cares about Ice Golem? That dungeon is so frustratingly... I like the fight. The fight is one of the cooler fights. I would actually say that that might be my favorite fight in some ways. But it's... There's no reason to go in there. All right, let's mess around with Bommal. Let's see if we can... so I've gotten a Bommal. Oh, I still have my gold keys too, so I want to use them if I can. All right, so we got to not use turn meter. That's a thing. We don't want to use turn meter decrease. We also don't want to use turn meter fill out. Let me check the boss guide again. It's been a little while. All right, moves all buffs from all enemies, then attacks them, places a bomb for each buff removed. So we want to stay away from buffs. Can't decrease his turn meter. All right, let's. I don't think I have any champions that freeze, but let's go ahead and look for a freeze. Thea is kind of interesting, right? Decreased speed AoE, which is a 100% chance. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. But there aren't that many champions that have a 100% chance of landing a decreased speed AoE. And she's an epic. 3 hitters, 25% chance. Those chances don't get buffed. It's just the damage that gets buffed. Poison. What about... Now, Pan's got a lot of freezes, right? Freeze on the A1. Oh, no. Okay. And then Marquez has an AoE weaken. I forgot she had a freeze. I knew she had the AoE weaken. All right, so we're going to use Artak because I want to use HP burns against the bombs, even though that's going to kill everybody off. Actually, let's get some more levels on Burangiri here. We have another book. Where did that book come from? Hey, we got the cooldown. Now all we need is one more book for the provoke. Not for Bommal. We don't need it for Bommal. All right, he's running too slow. Probably take him out of the shield set. Shield set doesn't do anything. I don't care about the shield set. So let's rebuild this guy. I only have a few million silver left. But let's go ahead and rebuild this guy. And the first thing that we're going to do, actually, let me just double check something. Strengthen. All right, so we need a decent amount of defense. You can't not, like, Bommal still hits, but HP is more important. So let's go look for HP and defense percentage, chest piece, and gauntlets. And let's see if we can do anything with regen here. I don't know if I have enough in terms of regen, but we'll check it out. We have more immortal stuff. What I would like is a substat of speed. So the chest piece that he's wearing is decent. This isn't an awful piece. Let's see if we roll into speed or defense. If we roll into attack, it's just going to be wasted. Nice. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. I don't really like this chest piece. Sorry. Oh, my camera's out.